So the Grownsy bottle washer is not a small machine, but it's amazing and you're gonna love it. So I was really excited when Grownsy sent me this because I wanna show you exactly how to use it, how much it makes your life easier, and just really save some of that mental energy that you need when you have little babies in the house. So we'll wash up some bottles. I'll show you exactly all the features, the functions, and how to use it, and we'll get started. So first, let's take a look at the parts. This is the drainage tube. Now this is a nice, good sized tube. You can have this drain into a sink somewhere, whether it's the bathroom, the kitchen, or even in a bowl or a bucket if you want to have it, even in your living room. So you really have the ability to put this machine anywhere that you need to. It also comes with the cord, so you are going to need to be near an outlet. And then it also comes with the detergent tablets. So you get 2 of these packages of detergent tablets, and you do need to use their detergent. Don't use whatever soap you want because the foaming of the soap could affect the quality of the machine and how long it lasts. So the first thing we'll do is put in the tube. You're going to take the end that has the curved end, the elbow end, and go ahead and put that into the back of your machine. So once we have it in, we're going to go ahead and take these. These are like little suction cups, which will make it easier to put it on the sides of your sink, or if you want to put it on the sides of a bucket, it will suction to the bucket. Next thing I'm going to do is plug in the extension cord before I put this into the back. Then you go ahead and put this right into the back. So on the back of this is the water reservoir. So we're going to go ahead and take that and we're going to fill it up with some distilled water. That's what I have to use today, but you can use purified water if you prefer to use that. Really easy to remove this and take it out, but I'm going to actually fill it while it is in the back there. Right here, you have the lines of where the minimum is and the maximum fill lines are for your water. So just a little over the fill line. This is actually just a little less than 1 gallon of water. And then we'll go ahead and put on the lid. Now, before we put our bottles in, you do want to empty out your bottles in the sink first. You can even rinse them if you want, but you really don't have to. Just make sure that they're completely empty before you put them in the machine. So now we're ready to go ahead and load our stuff into the machine. Go ahead and take the lid off. You'll see this top tray. You're going to remove this as well as you put your bottles inside of the machine. Okay, so this is the inside of the machine. You see these little spigots? That is where water is going to come out of. So we want to make sure our bottles actually fit over top of that. So we're going to kind of put it in at an angle. So this can fit 4 bottles, and we're probably going to have to put the top part upside down. So we have our bottles in there, and then you can go ahead and take the nipples, and they can go in these little corner areas as well. So now we need to put on our lid, but it's not going to fit going this direction, which is the way that it came. So we actually are going to flip this upside down because these bottles are larger size bottles. You see there's like a little lip here that's going to help keep your stuff inside. So we'll go ahead and put our bottle parts in here, our lids, the caps, all that good stuff to get those nice and clean. So at this point, we're going to take one of these tablets that they include, and we're going to put one of the detergent tablets in there. This is how small the tablet is, and we're just going to drop it in. And now we can go ahead and put the lid back on. Now the instructional booklet is really helpful because it tells you the different kind of programs that you can do, and then all the information that you have, including the cleaning time, how many detergent tablets you need, drying time, all of this. So really what you're choosing between is really like the fast wash or the standard wash, and then whether or not you want to sterilize it. The storage just talks about whether you want to store your bottles in this machine where it is staying sanitized for up to 72 hours. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and turn it on. And I want to do the fast wash, so I'm going to hit that. And then I'm going to actually hit the start. And I'm also going to hit the sterilization after the start. So that way it will do the fast wash and it will be sterilized as well. You're not going to be able to hit fast wash and then sterilization start. It's going to need to be fast wash or standard or whatever it is, and then the play or the start, and then hit the sterilization, and then it'll begin. So here it is first beginning. It started humming a little bit, and we could see the water go down in the back as it sucked in some of the water, and now it's starting to work and start cleaning those bottle parts. So you'll see while it's running that the storage button here is highlighted. That means that for the 72 hours following this wash, it's going to use the HEPA filter to keep those bottles staying nice and clean. If you do not want to use this, then during the run, during the cycle, you're going to just hit this button. So we're going to actually turn that off because I'm not going to keep the bottles in here. So now let's say that I forgot to put in one of my baby toys that I wanted to clean. I'm going to go ahead and just hit the pause button. Then you just remove the lid, put the toy in, and then go ahead and press the start again. So right now we're down to our last minute here, and it's actually draining in the sink the rest of that water. So now it's switched over, so we have 10 minutes. Now it's gonna be on the sterilization. So now you can see it's really starting to steam up in here, and if I touch this, this is pretty warm. So we're at about 5 minutes left of sterilization. This is much hotter to the touch, so you need to be careful, and you can see all the little bubbles of condensation in there. So now we're in the drying stage. We've just finished sterilization, and you can see it's gonna dry for about 45 minutes. So already the condensation is starting to come off of the screen. So we're finally done the cycle, so we'll go ahead and take this stuff out and see how it looks. It is a bit warm, but it's definitely not too hot to touch. You can see these are completely dry. There is not any wet on any of these pieces whatsoever. So I'll go ahead and take these out, and then we'll take a look at the bottles, because really that's going to be the test with the inside of the bottle. So there was a tiny bit of water on the top of this, which, just like if you have in the dishwasher, when there's a little lip there, some water can get trapped, but there's none inside of the bottle. It is completely dry on the inside of the bottle. They're nice and warm from being washed and sanitized and dried. Again, it's got a little water in this little area if your bottle has a divot there. Now, I accidentally spilled some of the water that was from that divot on these, so if that happens, you might want to just do a quick rinse of these as well. But overall, they are absolutely perfect, and it works so well, so I would definitely recommend trying out the machine.